my top 10 action figure purchases of 2025.
Go figure, toys, yeah, we're on the rise. For the fast and the curious, we're live.
Hey there. As we wrap up 2025, I'm sharing my top 10 action figure purchases released this year. They're technically in no particular order, but I will still acknowledge what I think could be action figure of the year. My criteria are based on value to me, so this is not a definitive list. This list reflects my personal purchases and what I collect. With that out of the way, let's start at number 10. Starting off at number 10, it's Blokees Superman 2025 Champion Class Model Kit. Blokees is taking over the world by storm, and they kind of deserve it. This figure's just awesome. It feels like a toy, in a good way. Very easy and fun to build, too. The sculpt, articulation, and accessories all come together to make a great figure. The scale might be weird, but it works, especially with the crypto accessory, which is surprisingly the right size for the McFarlane Superman. Mine cost me around 900 Philippine pesos, about $15 US. Speaking of McFarlane, number 9 goes to McFarlane's Silver Age Superman from the DC Multiverse line. The sculpt's spot on, perfectly capturing the iconic look of the Man of Steel. However, the figure itself isn't perfect. The wrist joints are weird, and there are few accessories, with a high suggested retail price of around 2,400 Philippine pesos, $40 US. Still, it's a piece of my childhood that I think is kinda worth it. McFarlane finally released a decent classic Superman. Recent price hikes and tariffs are a bummer, and sure, there are tons of Superman figures out there, but this is the best on-comic look in its scale, and the exact look that I wanted as a kid, making it very nostalgic for me, much like the Reeves Superman McFarlane released a year ago. The Playmates 6-pack TMNT Remastered set's a must-have for any TMNT fan, which is why it's on the number 8 spot. Sure, these are remasters of remasters, but I'm loving the upgraded sculpts of Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and of course, Splinter. Shredder's included, but he's a bit off and kinda ugly, though still a great addition to the set. I love the packaging. The box itself is a massive diorama background, perfect for displaying the figures. I got this for around 3,500 Philippine pesos, about $60 US, and it's worth every peso. That's roughly 580 Philippine pesos, $11 US per figure, which is about right. Here's another character from the TMNT universe. We have April O'Neil from Joytoy's TMNT line grabbing the number 7 spot. Joytoy's killing it with their TMNT figures. This figure's a great modern take on a classic character. The 1/18 scale might be smaller than some, but the details are amazing. She's got a ton of accessories, so handle with care. I got mine for around 1,200 Philippine pesos, about $21 US, and it's definitely worth it. At number 6 is Sagat from Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 line. This figure's huge and offers great value for the price. I picked mine up at the 2025 ToyCon Philippines for around 1,800 Philippine pesos, about $31 US. The posability is top-notch, although the sculpt's a bit soft. I'm not complaining though, it is what it is, and it's good enough for me. You definitely need this to complete your Street Fighter 2 collection. We're halfway through the list as another Street Fighter takes the number 5 spot. It's Blanka from Jada's Ultra Street Fighter 2 line. Like Sagat, this figure offers great value for the price. The paint and sculpt might not be for everyone, but the size, playability, accessories, and price make up for it. Just look at the guy. He's not even as pricey as those Maximum figures, but everything about it screams quality. Mine cost me around 1,800 Philippine pesos, about $31 US. Joytoy is just killing it with their TMNT line. That's why Krang takes the number 4 spot. This 1/18 scale figure's got the best sculpt, on par with bigger Krang figures, and is super posable. The metal ball joints are a great touch, ensuring the figure will hold up well. He comes with a ton of accessories, ensuring endless playability. If the scale's not an issue, then this is the definitive Krang figure. I got mine for around 1,500 Philippine pesos, about 25 US dollars. Now down to the last three figures, and at number 3 is Hasbro's Gamerverse Wolverine. This is the Wolverine I imagined as a kid, and now I can finally grab a hold of him. The articulation is okay, but the sculpt is the star of the show. Oh, and he comes with a silver samurai figure, which isn't bad at all. I got mine for around 3,000 Philippine pesos, about 51 US dollars, at the Christmas Toy Con, and it surpasses the Love Triangle 3-pack I already have, which is already good enough for me since I'm not a Marvel Legends collector. While Wolverine itself isn't worth $51, the included figure makes it a great deal, especially considering Wolverine's current price of $50 alone. I can easily say that this is the definitive Jim Lee Wolverine in 1/12 scale. Taking the number 2 spot is the Spanish ninja and bullfighter Vega. He's a real showstopper from Jada's Ultra Street Fighter 2 line. I might be biased though. My mom bought me the G.I. Joe version when I was a kid, so I really like the character, and this figure just exceeds my expectations. The articulation's top-notch, and the included claw, hands, mask, and head accessories make him a must-have for any Street Fighter or Vega fan. I got mine for around 1,300 Philippine pesos, about 22 US dollars, and that's the best valued Vega figure right now. Before the number 1 spot, here are some of my honorable mentions. Here are some additional figures I picked up in 2025. Blokees Batman Defender Class, Joytoy Splinter, Joytoy Casey Jones, Boss Fight Court of the Dead Kier, Funko Pop Metal Gear Naked Snake, Hasbro Maximum Spider-Man, McFarlane Berserker, third-party Lijiang T-Rex Megatron, McDonald's Friends Happy Meal sets with free food.
Number 1.
This is definitely the year for Street Fighter fans and collectors. We are starting to have options, and it's great. That's why the number 1 spot goes to Storm Arena Street Fighter Alpha 3 line, Ken and Ryu. The longtime sparring partners take the top spot, and what I consider action figures of the year. Sure, they're 2 different characters, but they're almost identical, so it's kinda useless to judge them separately. These figures are master classes in design, with amazing accessories and articulation. I got mine for around 1,400 Philippine pesos, about 24 US dollars each, and comparing it to other figures of its kind, it's a great deal. If this was released alongside Jada's Ken and Ryu, I'd be torn. I prefer their Street Fighter 2 look, but the improvements on the Storm Arena figures are undeniable, making them my best action figure purchases of 2025.
Go figure. Go figure toys.
That wraps up my top 10 action figures of 2025, and I'm glad I could share my favorites with you. Let me know in the comments, what was your figure of the year? Thank you for taking the time to watch Go Figure Toys. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed creating this list. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, wishing you a wonderful 2026 ahead.
Click that subscribe, let the fun